out the other day, though.
We were talking about our shower stories because we were about to go take a shower at a campsite, which there's varying degrees of how bad they are. This one was actually amazingly clean, which is not normal, like at all. So I really want to stress that, like, not normal. The two that I've been to before, which, I mean, this doesn't make me an expert on it because I know it's only two, but one of them was infested with wasps. So
that was a fun shower.
Good luck there. Second one I did, a frog hopped very close to, and that wasn't as bad as it could have been, but it still weirded me out when like a wet, clingy thing touches your leg when you're naked.
It's like half the fun, Nick.
There's no fun in that.
Last time I was in Colorado, I took the coldest shower of my life. Yeah, I was in the mountains already, so the altitude made it a little bit colder. It was summer, but it was still like, it was at least cool and more like cold. And I was up probably like, I don't know, 6, 7 in the morning, taking a shower right before I went out to go fish for the morning. And it was the coldest water. Oh my God.
You don't know how glorious that sounds right now. Like the
right now, because of how hot it
that
is.
we're in right now, this nut fog that we're calling Southern Illinois is horrible. The whole night I was like dying. This jerk was like, oh, I don't sleep with a pillow. So I was like, oh, you know, I might be fine sleeping on ground without a pillow. That might be okay. No, it's not okay. It's a horrible.
You can sleep when you camp without a pillow. It feels fine. Actually, it straightens out my back.
So what I ended up doing then is I ended up bunching up my sleeping bag, so it was only partially laying under me.
Sorry, because you didn't want to be inside his sleeping bag anyway. It was hot. It's so hot.
To be fair, it's nylon, and I don't know if you ever worn nylon in humid weather, but it's like awful. It's like having to cling to your skin and you can just never get it off.
I was doing fine.
Alright, I don't think you're pretty intense. You're like in Canadian or some shit. So we're doing McDonald's again?
Sure.
Oh, Burger King. Yeah, those ices.
There, Burger King.
It's right there. Son.
Yes.
So.
Oh God,
Hi, thank you for choosing Let's Say Burger King. This is Jessica. How may I help you?
Will this be a second?
I want a milkshake.
That's fine.
Ew, Dr. Pepper milkshake?
What? No way.
Yeah, that's what?
Oh my God. I'm so getting that.
Okay, I'm getting an Oreo one because that's gross.
No, I feel like I've had. What's on the 2 for $10?
2 for $10 is 2 Whopper sandwiches, 2 fries, and 2 drinks for $10. We also have our nuggets still on sale for $1.49, and then we have our all-day croissants and our 2 for $5 special.
Can we do a 2 for $5 for an extra long cheeseburger? What type of shake? And then can I get a Dr. Pepper shake?
Cost for you.
Sorry, you said the extra long
Yes.
cheeseburgers?
Yeah, 2 of those for the 2 for $5.
Alright, and what else?
Then a Dr. Pepper shake, small, and do you want a small Oreo?
Yeah.
And can I get a frozen cherry treat, the
A
large?
medium frozen cherry icy?
Nah, large.
A large?
Yep.
Anything else for you today?
No, that'd be it.
I believe you're doing an icy and a Dr. Pepper shake.
Peter, just because you don't agree with my methods means that my methods are wrong.
I'm just saying, like, you apparently desire to have diabetes.
I desire to be not dying of heat.
So much stuff.
There's not another window, is there? Oh, okay.
I was just say, there shouldn't be more than 2 windows. That would get confusing.
I was like, what do you do with the third window?
1317 is your total, please.
Thank you.
I don't know what it is about this town, but all of the fast food like cashiers sound like flight
Salt or
attendants.
ketchup or anything?
Ketchup.
Ketchup. You're good. Thank you.
They sound like flight attendants. I feel like they're about to point me to the exits when they hand me my food. Like, it's the weirdest. they
like
had
that's a
such
thing.
proper speaking voices.
They do not have proper speaking
The one
voices.
over at
That dude
McDonald's
just came out
sounded
all
like Siri.
No.
No, the one over at McDonald's sounded like Siri. I swear to God, it was the weirdest thing.
There's your sandwiches.
Thank you.
They're working on that experience for you.
Alright, nice.
Is that the Dr. Pepper one? So
Actually pretty good.
I don't like Dr. Pepper, but I like that.
Thank you.
This is empty, so I guess you can put that in there. Witnesses in all its heavenly glory.
I'm about to make a horrible, horrible mess. I'm sorry.
Yo, take that outside.
I'm gonna do it outside. Oh yeah.
Just because you have that container doesn't mean you have to put literally everything inside of it.
It's the fact that this is going to stay cold longer. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. This is Illinois. This. And Peter's sleeping inside of. He's awake. But look, this is Illinois. Thumbs up to you if you know who this is, or where this is, I should say. Because I don't think many people do. But this is Illinois. It's raining. A lot. Like a lot. You can hear it, I'm sure. But we just set up a tent on a cliff down in Illinois, southern Illinois. That is not
Garden
like
of the Gods.
central Illinois. Yeah, definitely
cool
not.
place.
Definitely not central Illinois. But yes, very cool place.
It's raining outside.
We
as
probably
you can
just
hear.
showed you the video of us driving here, and then this is like us drowning here.
Yeah, it started raining like as soon as we showed up, and the rain just kept getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and I really don't even like. Yeah, it's very wet outside.
And then I forgot the clips on the outside.
Yeah, he forgot the clips, and he's sitting in the tent. He's taking his shoes off already, and he's going yelling at me from the outside, Peter, the tent is collapsing! It's collapsing! And it was collapsing because
falling
he
on.
hadn't put any of the tent clips in, and he was expecting me
I
to
did
put in
put some of the tent
all
clips
of the
up.
stuff in.
Exhibit A, tent clip I put in. That one. Tent clip I did not put on. Exhibit, you can't see it.
Then the tent starts collapsing, and then I have to fix it.
But he was in the rain already, so it's okay.
I was in the rain because you went inside the tent. We wouldn't have, either of us wouldn't have been in the rain
Okay.
if you had stayed out there and helped me with the tent
It's fine.
construction.
I did help you with
Okay,
the tent
look how
construction.
wet I am, and then look at how wet you
This
are.
isn't a wet t-shirt contest, Peter. Although if it were, I'd be winning.
No, fuck you. I got the nip.
Anyway.
No, but
So, at this point in the morning, that is the last footage that I have. What happened shortly after shooting that was at about 5 in the morning, was we were in the car and I was editing the video that you're watching now. And Peter, was a little tired, so he put his head down, and he was in that seat over there. And he went down, like, kind of like that for probably like 20 minutes or something like that. And then he got up, kind of got up, moved his leg a little bit, and then kind of cringed, and then went like that and started drooling. And I'm like sitting where I am, and I'm like freaking out. So, needless to say, the next thing we did was go to the hospital. Basically, what ended up happening is a lot of needles.
I used to see you a lot, and then I just haven't seen you at all.
I don't know. I've been around. year or two, believe.
No, not yet. She put the container there.
Thank you.
Tell you're in shape because your heart beats slow.
Alright, thank you.
Dude. Oh, I know, it's not comfortable.
You've got good timing. I wasn't paying attention at all.
If I don't get it first, I'll have Lindsay. I know, I'm sorry, these
You're
aren't
good.
that
You're
comfy.
good. No.
There we go, we got it.
Okay.
That's why I know you could never be a heroin addict. It just wouldn't happen.
Yep. This is. Don't do drugs, kids.
So what happened though after all the needles is that they told him several things. Number one, that his heart rate was too low. It was as low as 42 beats per minute at one point.
Which is about as low as a professional marathon runner.
So they kept asking him, are you a professional marathon runner? So there was that. And then the other part of it was, because of this, they told him that he may possibly, at the age of 22, need a pacemaker. Which is
Why did you use like a joke?
Crazy.
Announcer voice? They basically were like, your heart rate is too slow. You might need a pacemaker because you have. It looks like you have a heart block. I didn't really end up having a heart block.
Which, one
It
second,
could be-
we have to explain what a heart block is. Heart block is like, well, as they were explaining, it's not like a physical block. It's your heart doesn't actually take the electrical signal down
There's
to
a-
your other chamber fast enough, so you tend to beat slower or irregularly.
So that little blip you see on like a EKG or something, it's wider spread apart instead if you have heart block. And so they kept me under observation for around 6 hours, and I didn't have heart block in the end. So they went about trying to diagnose it. It turns out that the workout supplement I had been taking must have had a higher amount of magnesium in it than was actually so it must have had like a higher amount of magnesium than it had indicated on the actual container. So being that it had that higher amount of magnesium, I had increased effects. The amount of magnesium that was in the product that was in there, along with probably whatever else I was taking, it ended up having me had too high of a level of magnesium. So what happened was, along with the fact that my heart rate is already naturally around 55 beats per minute, the digitalis in combination with magnesium caused my heart rate to be low, and because of the position that I was sleeping in, it caused some blood to pull up in my legs. So when I moved, all that deoxygenated blood went to my head, and I just passed out.
And then because of that, they hooked him up with a bunch of these machines.
So they all get lined out.
Typically, we were there from 9:30 in the morning until roughly about 8 or 9 at night. So almost full 12 hours of being there.
Yes.
Anyway, that's basically what happened. So Peter's fine, which is awesome. We just left Mississippi. We were down in Clarksdale, Mississippi, the place where Peter had met Morgan Freeman the last time. We didn't meet Morgan Freeman, unfortunately.
He apparently doesn't visit as often. I was just lucky not to.
Yeah, so that happened. But we did meet a bunch of really cool people, 3 really cool girls, which we had like a lot of fun with, like hanging out around Clarksdale for a couple days there, which
They
was
showed us around. It
awesome.
was pretty cool.
But we barely took any footage, so sorry about that. But we had a great time. It was awesome. Clarksdale is actually really, really cool. I was kind of expecting Mississippi to not be as cool as it was.